Hi, good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to go ahead and do some of the important questions related to IIT JAM Economics, which would be asked from maths. Now, what I have done is I have divided the entire revision of maths in 4 main parts. Today, I would be covering quadratic equation. I would be doing some questions on range, domain, Goff, fog, etc. Whichever question I think are important and would be coming in exam. Then tomorrow I would be doing questions related to limit, continuity, differentiation, integration. Then the third day I would be doing questions related to sequences, series, and I would be touching base upon matrices. I would be doing some questions on matrix. And lastly, I would be doing questions on day 4 on vectors and linear programming. I think not more than this. This is what is going to come in IIT JAM exam. So I'm just going to go ahead and focus, as part of revision on these 4 main areas. Other than that, what I want you to do is I've already, as I told you, have posted all the past year solved questions. All the questions have been solved, and you should definitely go through what was asked the last year so that you're very thorough with that. Okay, let's go ahead and take some questions for today. So the first question is, the question says that for what values of x is x square minus 3x minus 2 less than 10 minus 2x. So ideally the question is asking you to find the domain in a way. Find the domain of x, and the options that are given to you are x between 4 to 9. Then the second option is x less than 0. The third option is x between minus 3 to 4. And the fourth option is none of the above. So please try this question along with me. Just give it a try, see how to go about this question. Now, because you're simply asked to find out the domain of x in a way, for what values of x this holds true, what you can go ahead and you can do is just find the equation. So if x square minus 3x minus 2, just see from here, is less than 10 minus 2x, I will bring everything in on one side. And I'm going to go ahead and get x square minus 3x minus 2 minus 10 plus 2x less than 0. So from here, I will go ahead and I will get x square minus 2x plus minus 3x plus 2x is minus x, minus 2 minus 10 is minus 12 is equal to 0, less than 0. And now we will just go ahead and do completing the square method. So I know that 12 is 4 into 3. So I'm just going to write like this: x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 12 less than 0. So I'll take x common, x minus 4 plus 3, x minus 4 less than 0. And this will give me x plus 3, x minus 4 less than 0. So this is the equation that I have got. Very simple. I started with this. The question, by the way, could have been find the domain of x. You would have done exactly the same thing. Okay. So now if you notice, basically we have got this equation, and after I have got this equation, there are 2 parts to this equation. Now for this equation to be less than 0, it means that the product of 2 things is less than 0. So the product of 2 things, when is that less than 0? See, if I do 4 into 4, this is 16, it's greater than 0. Minus 4 into minus 4, 16, greater than 0. Minus 4 into 4, minus 16, less than 0. 4 into minus 4 minus 16 less than 0. So for me to get less than 0, one of them should be negative and the other should be positive. So, you know, I want one of these conditions. Either I want that x plus 3 should be positive and x minus 4 should be negative, because product of positive and negative is negative, or I want x plus 3 should be negative and x minus 4 should be positive. If I solve this first, from here I get that x should be greater than minus 3 and x should be less than 4, which means that if I have to mark on the number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So the, you know, for these two conditions to be satisfied, it says x should be greater than minus 3, which means anything to the right, but x should be less than 4, which means anything to the left. So I have a common region in between, that x can belong to minus 3 to 4. Now take this one. If I have to satisfy these two equations simultaneously, this means x should be less than minus 3 and x should be greater than 4. So if I plot these on number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, x should be less than minus 3 and x should be greater than 4. So there is no common region. And since there is no common region, this cannot be satisfied. These two equations cannot be satisfied simultaneously. So therefore, the only solution is that x should be between minus 3 to 4. So the answer to this is this. X should be between minus 3 to 4. So this is its answer. Take the next question, please. So the second question is this. It says, for what values of alpha, this is from quadratic equations, does the equation x minus 1 x square minus 7x plus alpha equal to 0 have exactly two unique roots? It's an interesting question. The first option is 6, the second is 10, the third is 12, fourth is none of the above. Try this once.